Hello there, is another edition of Showbiz on your news channel GBC 24. My name is Rebekah Awuah, and today we have a special guest. But before then, the Nigerian movie industry has boomed in recent years. It has also seen many young actors carving a niche for themselves in the industry. One of such is Ali Nuhu. He has played many admirable roles in movies. We now get up close with him to have a chat on his career and the movie industry in general. Welcome, Ali.
Thank you.
We are not expecting you in Ghana.
Yeah, and suddenly you saw me. It's one of those things, you know, when you're in this field, that's how it happens.
But tell us, when we say Ali Nuhu,
Yeah.
who are you?
Ali Nuhu is one, you know, level-headed film actor from the northern part of Nigeria. You know, well, I grew up in Kano. Kano, which is situated in the core northern part of Nigeria. I picked up interest in acting and came into it, and that's what I've been doing. I run a company called FKD Production. I produce Hausa movies under the company.
Why Hausa movies? Is it because you're coming from the northern part of Nigeria?
You know, the North has a lot to sell out to the world, and I really want to capitalize on that. That is why I'm more into Hausa movies for now.
But let's talk about your career. Where did you start? Your educational background? How did you even come by developing the interest
Well,
in acting?
talking about my educational background, I have a BSc in geography. Funny enough, I'm an actor. A lot of people go like, you study geography and you're into acting. It all started when I was young. I used to watch a lot of TV series. You know, in Nigeria, we get to see a lot of TV series on NTA. Like Ripples, Mirror in the Sun, you know, Behind the Clouds and what have you. As I was watching, I started mimicking what they do in this series I see. One fine day, I found out that I've developed interest in it, but how do I go about it? Someone else said, most of these series are shot in Jos. I said, good. So when I secured admission in the University of Jos, I was like, wow. I think I have gotten, yeah, the time is now. I've gotten the rights. It has clicked for me. So when I was in Jos, one fine day I saw an advert. They were looking for students to come and act in a TV series in NT Jos. I went for it, and fortunately I secured the role. After
As what?
The audition. Well, it's a minor role. You don't want to know. It's a minor role. I played the role of a staff working in a supermarket. That's the first role I acted in my life. And
how did that one go for you?
I was so excited because that's what I've been dreaming of, and when it happened, I was so excited.
But okay, I have this information that you're a son of a senator. Yes, and I know for sure that your father wouldn't have agreed for you to be in the movie industry or get to be a part of it, because politicians have their own burdens to carry. People say a lot of things about them, and your son being an actor as well, or another burden altogether. How did your parents take this, especially your father, who is a senator?
My father, when he first saw me on screen, he was shocked because I was in school back then. So he came to visit me and asked me, are you the one I actually saw on screen? I said, yes. He said, but you're here to study, so why are you into this? I said, I have passion for it. He said, fine and good, you can go ahead and do your thing, but then be very careful. You know, you're here to study, so you need to sit up. And I said, I will not fail you. He gave me the green light that if I will not fail him in that field, then I can go ahead and do it. And that's how I continued.
And since then, how has the movie industry been for you?
I look at the movie industry as life. Why? Because even though there are some difficult times in the industry, but then you see, you have this joy when you do what you love doing, and there's fun, a lot of fun in the field. And talking about financials, status, you get enough that you live a very decent life. So I think the industry is just amazing. I'm grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I find myself in the industry.
How amazing. Is it that rewarding? Is it that the money or what? Because you shot to fame. Anywhere you go, people shout your name, Ali Nuhu. That's the senator's son. Is that what gives you the satisfaction?
Yeah, you see, first of all, what gives me the satisfaction is the fact that I'm doing what I love doing. That's one. Secondly, you walk to a place and a lot of people, you know, you catch a lot of people's attention. It's fun. You know, people become very friendly with you. Things are easy for you wherever you go. Though there are times that it becomes very difficult, like when you are mobbed by your fans. It's not funny at all. But then most at times it's easy does it when you get to meet people. Then because you're popular, a lot of brands want you as an ambassador. You know, these things are they're fun. They're fun, you know.
But have you experienced a situation where you've been mobbed by your fans?
Severally.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about that.
Tell us about it. We want to know.
Well, there was a time we went to shoot a movie called Fulani in Niger State. It was my first time to work in the state. I never in my life ever thought I have so much fan following in that locality. So when we went to the village to shoot, I was even thinking these people will not even know movies because there's no electricity in the village. Come and see the way people were rushing. Before you know it, they couldn't control the crowd. They had to bring in the security to do that. That's one. Secondly, we were shooting one day in the outskirts of Abuja. That's Maraba area. We were supposed to shoot a scene in one pharmacy. A guy driving an Okada saw me. And before you know it, when the guy went, he came back with Okada men like 50. We were shooting a production for BBC World Service Trust. They had to call in the security. From then onwards, anywhere I go to, they usually move around with security for me so I don't get mobbed. And there are a couple of times that I've gone to shoots like, I've gone on shows there to. Sometimes they can't control the crowd. No, these things happen from time to time.
Oh. Anyway, back to the movie industry. How many movies have you featured in? I know your first one that got you the break into the movie industry. That was the Hausa TV series.
Yeah.
What was the title of that?
Abin Sirini.
Abin Sirini.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean? What is the meaning of that?
It means it's a secret.
It is a secret.
Yeah, and it
what
actually
was the secret in that?
Is a secret. It's about two characters. I played a double role in the movie. About two characters who met somewhere. They look alike, and they said, "I'm from a poor home, and I'm from a rich home. Now let's swap places. I want to have a feel of how the poor man lives his life, and I want to have a feel of how the rich man lives his life." So they swap homes. But later on, the parents got to find out that
you were imposters.
Yeah, we were imposters in our own supposed homes. Yeah, that's it.
So that got you the break into the movie industry, and now you've been soaring higher and higher and higher.
Of course.
Tell us about the worst movie you think you have featured in.
Well, there's a movie I featured in. Sorry, I wouldn't say it's the worst movie. In fact, it's one of my most successful movies. That's Wasila. Something happened. There's this joke between the people of Kano and the people of Zaria. The producer of the movie happens to be from Zaria, so he used a line in a song in the movie. They used that line to mimic people of Kano State. I was living in Kano. People descended on me. They were like, "How dare you? You live in Kano and you have the guts to say this about Kano people." I said, "Look, this is a movie." And you know, it was all coined from the producer's idea. He feels there's this joke between you people, so you will take it with a pinch of salt.
Take it at a lighter side.
It wasn't like that, because there was a day I was driving, some group of guys stopped me. They broke my windscreen, you know, they descended on me. I had to escape. I ran out of the car.
Like a scene in a movie.
Yeah, like a scene in a movie. So that's my worst experience.
But what would you say has been the most successful? Even though this one is successful, it comes with some form of... But what has been your most successful movie? Or the one you it's so dear to your heart. You really love playing that role.
There's a movie called Sangaya. Yes, Sangaya.
Still in Hausa?
It's in Hausa.
Please explain to us. What is Sangaya?
Well, Sangaya, it's all about love. Yeah, it's all about love. It's a movie on the royalties, and it's like the story of Cinderella, you know. I happen to be from the royal home, the heir to the throne, and I fell in love with one of the slaves. It wasn't easy. She was sent packing, she had to leave the town and what have you, but I had to go and scout for her and finally married her. It's an all-time blockbuster in Hausa land because there's a song in the movie that actually clicked. And after that movie, people started calling me Sarki. Sarki is the king, you know, and that name has been like my nickname in the industry.
Okay, so we have Ali Nuhu Sarki.
Sarki, yeah.
All right. Okay, Ali, you know what? We'll go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll delve more into your career, and more especially the Nigerian movie industry, how it's doing and all that. Okay, so we are still here with Ali Nuhu, alias Sarki. We'll go for a quick break, and when we come back, Ali will be telling us more about his life. Stay with us.
Hey, kid! Come on.
Take it easy.
Hey, wait up. There's a mistake. I am more than this.
Seems okay to me, kid. Maybe you should check your math. Hey there. Hey, boss. See what you got. Maybe you should check yours.
Welcome back to Showbiz on your news channel GBC 24. We are still having a tete-a-tete with Ali Nuhu, presently the most sought-after actor in Nigeria, with about, let's say, 30 unreleased movies. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why are you the most sought-after?
I'm not too, but one thing is for sure that from the northern part and the southern parts, I take part in all the movies. So I think that is why producers go after me a lot. I have a lot of fan following in the north, likewise in the south.
Wow. But I have realized that even in your movies, when you are from the north, you are not given certain roles. Like, I don't know how to put it, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Because most of your movies I've watched, I see that you are either the head of the guards in the palace, and you are straight, you know everything in the palace.
Yeah.
You make sure you put everybody in line, and when things are about going wrong, you know what will happen at the end, and you almost every time prompt the princess or the prince or somebody. Why is it so? Why is it that maybe people from the north in Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria, when you are given roles in movies, maybe in the south, you are kept down there?
Yeah, because you need to be very selective in the sense that whatever you do, you try to do it to impress your fans, you know, and your followers. Now, when you talk about northern Nigeria, I'm from the north, and a large chunk of my followers are from the north. So whatever I'm to do is to please them. If you go wrong, if you do anything outside what is expected of you, then you lose your fans. And at the long run, it's not profitable. Now, in northern Nigeria, the movies we shoot, you hardly see actors do sex scenes, you know, love-making scenes, kiss, and things like this. In most of the movies we shoot down south, these things are involved. Okay. So if I'm given a role like that, I try to avoid it so as not to offend my people. Yeah, because that's it doesn't go down well with them.
But haven't you shot a movie where you kissed somebody? I remember very well.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that in a couple of movies, but then if the situation warrants it, if it's very necessary, you don't just do it every day. Yeah.
Okay, talking about northern Nigeria, we are expecting you to be in Maiduguri, Borno State, Ibadan, somewhere, and Kano. What, and now you're just in Ghana.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
All my life, I've spent, my Salah holidays in Nigeria. But when I became a film actor, I became very popular. In some of the neighboring countries, people want to see me during this festive period for the fact that a lot of the Muslim community watch our movies a lot. Ghana, I was called to Ghana last year to take part in the Salah Fest that was organized by Mekanka Entertainment. I came. It was fun. The people of Ghana are peace-loving, they are very friendly, and they cooperated. I had fun. So this year again, they called on me and said they actually want me to come. And there are other places they've explored that I didn't visit last time. They actually want me to come for Salah Fest, and that is why I'm here. I'm here for the Salah Fest taking place tomorrow at the National Theatre here in Accra. After that, I'll proceed to Ashama. Yeah, because I have a show there too. That's on the 31st. On the 30th. Then on the 31st, I'll be in Kumasi, which is like the Kano State of Ghana. Yeah.
Why the Kano State of Ghana? What?
Yeah, because you have a lot of Hausa people there, you have a lot of Muslims there. It's like Kano. The last time I was in Kumasi, I was like, wow, this is Kano. So
you really like the place?
Is why, I like the place. This is why I'm in Ghana.
But are there any similarities? Kano, you live in Kano, right?
Of course I live in Kano.
Ghana, you're talking of peace-loving and all that. Will we find same when we visit you in Kano? Yeah, you find
same in Kano. Because it all depends on where you are. And I know you're talking about insecurity. Kano is a safe place now. We don't have issues.
Okay, you don't have issues. Okay, but what makes you love acting? No. Because sincerely speaking, I'm one of your fans.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You see, like I told you earlier, the passion for it is what makes me love acting. Yeah.
And when you follow your passion,
it's fun.
It's easier.
Yeah.
But aside acting, do you do any other thing?
Yeah, I have some other business I do aside. I run a poultry. That's one. Secondly, I invest on land because land is quite a good business in Kano. Yeah.
And what do you make of the movie industry now in Nigeria, especially when it comes to collaborations? Have you ever even featured in any movie a collaboration between Ghanaian actors?
Of course, I've done that severally. Majid, Michelle, Jackie Appiah, my very good friend, Yuva Nelson. Yeah, I was in Battle of Honor, I've forgotten some of the names here. I was in Battle of Honor with Jackie Appiah, Majid, Michelle. I've forgotten the title of the movie. These movies are quite many, so you tend to forget. Then Hero My Something with Yuva Nelson. I've done a couple of movies with them, and aside that, we're ambassadors to the network Globacom with Jackie, Van Vika, and Nadia. So we've met a couple of times, either in Nigeria or South Africa, to shoot a couple of commercials.
But what do you make of the industry in Nigeria now?
Yeah, you see, the industry in Nigeria, like you just said, it's flourishing, and it's actually booming. Even though some people are beginning to say it's going down. It's not as if the industry is going down. The industry it's like reinventing itself. Better movies are being made now. Movies you do that you take to the theater, which people quite appreciate. And I think this is the reason why the Oscars are now ready to accept movies from Nollywood. That's for the foreign language category. I think this reinvention, it's what is responsible for this. So I think it's moving on fine.
And what, you have followed the Ghanaian movie industry for a while.
Of course I have.
What have you noticed?
What I've noticed is that you have very good filmmakers here, like Leila Jansi, you know. There's the other lady that shot The Perfect Picture. Yeah,
Shelley from
Shelley. Oh, they are very good movie makers. Yeah, I like what they're doing, and I think they are the ones that actually posed a challenge to Nollywood, and that is why we're sitting up.
Oh. But what difference would you have loved that the Ghanaian and the Nigerian movie industry introduced, even though there is the reinvention and all of that? What difference would you, because now the Oscars and the Hollywoods and all that are not accepting things coming from this side of West Africa?
No, I think they are beginning to, because there's a panel that was set up this year to look at movies and see if there are possible movies that could be submitted for the Oscars. So what I think we should do is to collaborate more. For instance, you have good filmmakers like Shelley, I just mentioned, and Leila Jansi. They could collaborate with good filmmakers like TK, Tunde Kelani in Nigeria, make a movie that could shake, you know, shake the globe itself, not just Africa. Then Hollywood will know that we have arrived, we have come.
All right, we'll definitely do it, don't worry.
Yeah.
But any awards? Have you received any awards for, aside the passion you have for the thing, something that has really boosted your morale to continue to be in the movie industry?
Talking about awards, I have so many awards, not less than 30 awards to my credit, yeah. Because I've won a lot of Best Hausa Actor Awards up north. Then I can remember vividly the first time I took a lead role in an English movie, that's Sitanda. I won the Best Upcoming Actor Award, AMA, 2007. I've won a couple of awards too, like in London, the Zafar Award. That's the Nigerian Entertainment Award in the US. You know, I have a lot of awards, yeah, to my credit.
And what does this make you feel?
This is why I told you earlier on that there's fun in it, because when you do what you love doing,
you excel.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Of course.
With Allah backing you.
Yeah, of course. Certainly.
Okay, but haven't you like featured in any film festivals here and there? Because I know with actors, people in the movie industry, even me growing up who was a radio television person, I had to visit, observe some film festivals in Ouagadougou and all that.
Yeah.
How about you? Yeah,
I've been to a couple of film festivals, mostly in Nigeria. I've been to Zuma Film Festival. That's another film festival I went to in North Korea, like 5 years back. I've been to such film festivals, and I think in Zuma Film Festival, one of my movies won an award as the best Hausa movie. That's Di Jangala, my own personal movie. I produced it under my company. So it's fun when you go to these film festivals, because you get to meet your colleagues from other parts of the globe, and something could just click.
Network.
Yeah, for instance, I was in AMA in the year 2010. I came to present an award alongside one of your actors from Ghana. When I came down the stage, someone approached me and said, a filmmaker from Switzerland wants to talk to me. He said he's been looking for this guy that will play this role, this role. He just saw me on stage and asked, who is this? They said he's an actor. So he went through my profile, and I eventually got the role, which I acted.
Wow.
It was shot in Switzerland. So you see, it's good for you as a practitioner to attend such festivals.
All right. But what does the future hold for you, Ali?
Well, as a Muslim, you know, everything is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but then you also plan on your own. What I see in the future is for me to establish a film production outfit that will be recognized globally, you know, treat African stories, because we have so much content in Africa that we need to sell out to the world. That's my dream.
Wow. But before you go, let me ask you this. If you hadn't been a filmmaker or an actor, aside studying geography in school, what would you have become?
I would have been in one of the ministries working as a geographer.
Why? Because your father secured
my father secured
for
an employment for me in the
about
Ministry
it.
for Lands and Survey in Abuja. And I was like, why? He said, yeah, that's what I want to do. And I said, but Daddy, I'm already into acting. He said, come on, this acting thing. What do you stand to get in this field? There's nothing to get. I said, there is a lot to. So we had a brawl for like 2 weeks. But after then, he gave up and said, just go ahead and do what you want to do.
Wow. Good to hear. But, you know, when you come on this platform, you're put on the spot to do something.
Yeah.
We would want you to recite, or if you remember any lines in your scripts, any of the movies you have shot, just give us something.
Woo! I've shot so many movies.
You have. So, the one that comes to mind readily, give us
one?
a line or two. Just be in character.
In the character.
Yes. And just give us something.
There's a movie, The King of My Kingdom, here with Ini Edo and Chika Ike. There's this scene where Ini Edo walks up to me and tries to seduce me, actually. And I pushed her on the bed and said, seduction is an attribute of the wretched of the world. It's only a wretched woman that would stoop so low as to seducing a man.
Give us that again. I don't see you in character, Ali.
Seduction.
Be the role.
You actually want me to act?
Yes, I want you to act. That is what you do. That is your passion.
Seduction is an attribute of the wretched of the world. It's only a wretched woman that will stoop so low as to seducing a man. That's what I said.
Wow. Only a wretched woman.
Yeah.
Who stoops so low.
Yeah, as to seducing a man.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ali.
The pleasure is mine.
It's been fun having you. We have been talking to Ali Nuhu, the most sought-after actor in Nigeria. He's here in Ghana to be with his Muslim brothers and sisters to celebrate Salah. So, that's all for now. Do join us again for another edition of Showbiz. Barika de Salah.